It's no secret that your glasses are the biggest part of your look, and those who want to be stylish understand the importance of eyewear. Well, today I've collected the 5 most stylish frames that you can buy in 2026. So hi, I'm Robert, Style and Vision Consultant here at the Spectacle Factory, and it's my job to pair you with your perfect pair of glasses. And I've not held back with these recommendations. These are 5 of the boldest, most eye-catching frames that really make a statement in one way or another. And I'm sure this list is going to be contentious. We're going to start with the JFRA 3069. I have to say this list was really difficult for me to put together, to narrow down all the thousands of cool glasses in the world to just 5 pairs. It was tough, and I've spent weeks thinking about it. And the 5 spot was the most difficult to place. But there are 2 reasons for me including JFRA on this list. Number 1, I wanted there to be something with colour. For those who want to incorporate colour into their wardrobe, JFRA do colour better than anyone. And the second thing is that I wanted to include at least one frame with a double bridge. I think double bridge frames definitely deserve a place on this list. And there are so many of those, whether it's the Sendras from Jacques-Marie Marge, one of their new releases that I think is super cool. The Industrial Fuse 007, which for me is the best kind of classic aviator style in the world. The Reykjavik Eyes White Gold Fuller that we released last year, which is definitely one of my own favourite pairs. But this list is all about frames which are not necessarily the easiest to wear, but the most stylish. And you maybe do need more confidence to wear them. This is not an easy frame to pull off, but that is not the point. With the side shield effect, which is made from 3D printed polyamide, it means they make an impression from every angle. The blue accent colour combined with the brown, I think, is a brave combination. And these frames are stylish in an atypical way. They're, dare I say, a little bit geeky, which is definitely JFRA's kind of vibe. But again, I wanted at least one frame on this list that was of that ilk. So whilst there are frames from, for example, a Coney that do this in maybe a more sophisticated way using full titanium, I like the fun element that JFRA brings, and it would be wrong not to include JFRA, as I think they are one of the most stylish eyewear brands, though not necessarily like all the rest. At number 4, an almost equally difficult choice, the Masanaga MOC006. Again, I knew there needed to be a round frame here, and when I thought of all the cool round glasses out there, because there are so many, it was really difficult to choose from them. But this is thicker, bolder, has more impact, and comes in a more unique and I think beautiful colour than most round frames in the world. In this burgundy acetate, it is class. And knowing that it comes from a 120-year process makes it even more special because you're wearing history on your face. Just to explain, Masanaga is the Japanese family-owned factory that revolutionized eyewear manufacturing. They took Japanese production from being seen as cheap, mass-produced, all the way to the highest of high-end luxury. All the best glasses nowadays are made in Japan, and that is thanks to Masanaga, the culture that they brought, where they were training craftsmen to create the most perfectly finished, most perfectly crafted glasses in the world. And it took a long time, like literally 100 years plus. And in that 100 years, we've seen the evolution from relatively simplistic styles, where Masanaga historically weren't necessarily known for style. They were just making really well-made glasses, all the way up to the collaboration with Kenzo Takeda, the famous creator of Kenzo, the fashion brand, where he really injected his own touch into Masanaga and made it super stylish as well as great quality. And then the Master of Craft series, where Masanaga just unleashed the shackles, said, forget trying to make minimalistic, simple, quintessentially Japanese pieces, let's just go all out and make super bold, super stylish eyewear, but still with the best craftsmanship. And only the best craftsmen at Masanaga can work on these frames. And the 006 is probably the quirkiest that they've produced, and I like that. I think round glasses are always kind of inherently quirky. This one is relatively flat along the top, so it's not super circular. And of course, it has the finishing that we see only on the MOC series, with this kind of cubic design on the bridge and on the lugs, as well as the enamel-filled titanium temples. This is an amazing pair of glasses that, again, it's not easy to wear, but if you've got the confidence for it, it just looks so, so sharp. Now at number 3, at the expense of feeling like a broken record, I'm gonna say this was another hard choice. For me, there was a short list of 3 frames that could have filled this spot. This is the Luri Riviera, beautiful Japanese-made acetate frame, perfectly finished and polished, with white gold temple tips and a relatively classic Wayfarer style. But classic does not mean boring, especially here. The way this frame is polished, the fact that it's all black, sleek, stylish, and immaculate. And again, there was competition for this slot. The Jacques-Marie Marge D-Lin, which I think overall is their most iconic model, and the Esmont Apollo that I had as the #1 coolest frame of last year. Both of those could have easily taken this spot and there would be no complaints. And arguably both of those are slightly better quality than the Riviera. But I think this balances the thickness and boldness really well. The Dylan is maybe a bit too chunky, the Apollo is maybe a bit too thin, and it has a more flashy kind of aesthetic, but the balance and proportions and size of this for most people is just spot on, and that's what makes it stylish. I often say with glasses, it's kind of like a suit. Half the battle is having something that just fits and has the right proportions. When clothes fit you well, they already look good. That's the case with this frame. It just fits really nicely. It looks perfect for what it is. And with a slight tint on the lens, as you can see here, that adds a huge amount to the aesthetic as well. This kind of amber tint looks perfect. Luri is also one of the smallest scale eyewear brands in the world, and I think it's cool to support a company like that. Leo's done a great job with his entire collection. There's not one piece that isn't extremely stylish. And I also think having something that no one knows what it is, as opposed to JMM where, you know, they're really saturated in the market now. It's a little bit old money mixed with contemporary design, and I love it. And number two, there was no conflict with this one. And I don't think you guys will have any arguments either, but feel free to correct me in the comments below. And on that note, before we try on this beautiful Cartier horn rimless, if you are enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. It's really appreciated. But back to glasses. No list of the most stylish frames could be ever complete without Cartier. They started making glasses way before most fashion houses did. And still to this day, they don't behave like any of the other fashion brands. When you look at, well, obviously the Luxottica brands where they're basically all the same glasses with different logos painted on them, or even, you know, brands like Gucci and Saint Laurent, they are all following the fashions, whereas Cartier creates the fashions. And in no way could that be more true than with the C-Decor Buffalo Horn rimless. Because, you know, if most brands did something like this, a rimless frame made from buffalo horn, it would be old-fashioned. It would have old man vibes. But this is one of the youngest glasses styles you can shop for. And the fact that it's made in pure white horn with platinum makes it even classier and even more stylish, because this one really stands out. Of course, you can get this frame in the black horn, you can get it in gold, but I think the platinum finish with the white horn, it speaks to me, and it speaks to millions of people in the same way. And along with Cartier comes the philosophy of customization. You see, historically, Cartier glasses have never really been made and sold as they are on the shelf. They've been made bespoke for each person. And that's where Cartiers are truly elevated to legendary status. This, for example, is a pair that we made for a client in the Netherlands, with a custom shape. So this is a one-of-a-kind lens shape that we made for him with this faceted corner edge, a custom tint. This is a blue to gray bi-gradient, and it's photochromic as well. I'll show you that in a second. All of that comes together to balance out the lenses with the frame. You know, if you had this frame with just a basic clear rectangular front, it would be extremely uncool. It would be one of the least stylish pairs of glasses you could wear, genuinely. But customizing it in this way transforms it into something extremely, extremely stylish. This had a very good chance of being number one of my most stylish glasses that you can buy. And before we move on from this piece, let me show you what happens when they're exposed to UV. We added a blue photochromic to this so they can be worn as sunglasses as well. Cartier have always encouraged this kind of customization, and it's what makes the brand truly special. Now, they have a bunch of great rimless frames, and I would say that if you're shopping for Cartier, it should always be rimless. The Panther de Cartier almost made the cut. The Santos de Cartier was close as well, but I felt like the Santos was more of an everyday style, and I felt like this was just pipped the Panther de Cartier, which is very cool as well. So the Cartier C-Decor white horn rimless easily deserves its place on this list. And this is the oldest by far on this list, because this frame has been around for 20 years or more. That just shows how iconic Cartier are. But at number one, I know you've been waiting to see this. Believe it or not, this is the one that I decided on first. I actually found this one the easiest to place on the list, because I don't think anything else matches it. Not that there aren't a lot of cool glasses out there, there really are, but nothing quite as stylish as this. Introducing the Ahlem New York, a frame that I've been talking about for a couple of years on this channel. And I do think it really needs a tint to bring it fully to life. I think that's very important. But the frame by itself looks so good. Where do we start with this? Because there's so much to talk about. First of all, the shape, one of a kind. No other glasses in the world have this shape. And yes, again, like most of the glasses on this list, it's quite tricky to pull off. It's not something that you're gonna put on and then feel like immediately suits you. It requires confidence, but style comes along with confidence. And I think if you wear these confidently, they look great. Even if you don't love how you look in the mirror wearing them, trust me, they look great. Because I've had that dilemma myself. I have a pair of these with an amber 40% tint. I think it looks epic, but I don't necessarily love how I look in it, but people are always telling me how amazing they are. And it's one of our most requested styles, that frame combined with that tint. I do really like their peony gold, which is rose gold plated. The reason why is because I feel like it's not too pink. For a rose gold frame, you wouldn't necessarily know that until I told you. So it gives it a little bit more of an intriguing color. It's a bit more unique. And I think it also suits a wide variety of skin tones as well. Now, it doesn't just stop at the color and the shape, because with this frame, we also have this hammered upper bridge, and of course we have the missing lower bridge. So this is a single bridge frame, which is also quite unique. We have the signature Ahlem looped end tips. For me, the best end tips on a pair of glasses. And you might think, well, what's the point in that? But actually, if you have short hair or no hair, that can stand out quite a bit. A lot of people think of just how glasses look front on in the mirror, but actually people are seeing you from all angles and directions, and how your glasses look from the back is kind of important as well. In my opinion, the most stylish glasses that you can buy may be the most stylish glasses of all time. But what do you think? Would you agree with that assessment? What's your most stylish pair of all time? Let me know in the comments below.